Hello students, today we are going to learn about 9th Science 1 chapter first laws of motion. In this session we will discuss about Newton's third law of motion with some examples and law of conservation of momentum. Okay, in this picture we can observe that in this first picture there is a launching of rocket. That means here if the fuel in the rocket burns, then it creates hot gases, and these gases exerts equal and opposite force on the rocket, and so that rocket can move in upward direction. That means here equal and opposite forces are exerted by these hot gases, so rocket can move in a upward direction. In second example, this is an experiment of Newton's cradle. Here 5 Newton bobs are there, and if we apply a force on the first ball, then because of the force on the first ball, it causes equal and opposite force on the ball at the another end. That means here action and reaction forces are acting on the first ball and last ball at the other end. So these are equal in magnitude but opposite in direction. Okay, that means here also two forces are acting. These are the example of Newton's third law of motion, because when one object applies a force on another object, the latter object also simultaneously applies a force on the former object. But these two forces between these two objects are equal in magnitude but opposite in direction. So we can define the Newton's third law of motion as every action force has an equal and opposite reaction force which acts simultaneously. Okay, now let's go to the next slide. Here in this picture we can observe that there are two balls. Okay, suppose that these are two objects, object A and object B. Object A having mass m1, initial velocity as u1, and object B, that means red ball, having mass m2 and initial velocity u2. So we can write the law of conservation of momentum with this example. Let's write initial momentum on object A equal to mass into velocity, so m1 into u1. Initial velocity on red ball equal to m2 into u2. Okay, so suppose these two objects collide. When they collide, then the force on A due to the B is F1. So this force causes an acceleration in A, and that means there is a change in velocity of object A. So we can write momentum of A after collision is m1 into v1. Okay, according to the Newton's third law of motion, A also exerts equal force on B but in opposite direction. So the velocity of B after collision, it changes and it becomes v2. Therefore the momentum of B after collision becomes m2 into v2. If F2 is the force acts on the object B, then with the help of Newton's third law we can write as F2 equal to minus F1. Okay, minus sign because these two forces are equal in magnitude but opposite in direction. Okay, so we get F2 equal to minus F1, but we know that force equal to mass into acceleration, so we can write m2a2 equal to minus m1a1. Okay, now here A means acceleration. Acceleration means rate of change of velocity. Okay, that means v minus u upon t. So we can write m2 into v2 minus u2 upon t equal to minus m1 into v1 minus u1 upon t, because acceleration equal to rate of change of velocity. Okay, so by cancelling t we get m2 into v2 minus u2 equal to minus m1 into v1 minus u1. So by simplifying we will get m2 v2 plus m1 v1 equal to m1 u1 plus m2 u2. Okay, so we can define the law of conservation of momentum as when two objects collide, the total momentum before collision is equal to total momentum after collision. Okay.